Good morning, lovelies. Good morning on this March the 6th, 2026. Sun is coming out. I'm walking to work. I have some therapy sessions today. And I've got some things on my mind that I'd love to share with you. I have felt energetically quite bleh lately. We all go through these phases, of course. But this one has felt. I felt a shift this morning. That's, I think, why I'm talking to you right now. But this one has felt much more complex. Part of it, of course, I believe has to do with the state of the world right now, which I don't think I'm speaking out of turn by saying is alarming, is rather shitty, is quite dark. Lightness, it's the light exposing the dark. What is dark? What has been dark for many, many years. And of course, I have no idea where you are in what information you have let into your world regarding the E-files, the war, conspiracy theories that I think we can just call theories now, not conspiracy, not even theories anymore, but facts. And how it all fits together is, I think, where we're all like, what does this mean? What does this mean for us moving forward? And what's becoming more and more clear to me is it's quite possible. This is a collective dark night of the soul. And when I had my own personal dark night of the soul, the biggie in my life, I think we have many, possibly many ones along the way, but my biggie, what came out of that was me questioning everything I had been told. Nothing felt real. And so I had to rebuild by looking at all my beliefs. Everything people were telling me was true, and I would question it. And I did question it. And then I sought out information. And that's where I formed my new beliefs, which are flexible and are open to new information. Ooh, I love how the sun is coming out during this. And since this is now a collective dark night of the soul, this is what I encourage us all to do. We have to question everything now. It is quite possible. I believe this. Let's see where everyone else stands. I believe it's quite possible that every freaking thing we have been told, taught, that we have systematized, that we have been programmed to believe through school, through the education system, through the financial system, through the programming that has been around since TV came out, radio came out, newspapers came out, any kind of books came out. We have been programmed to believe certain things, pretty much everything. That is likely not true. This is a shattering. This is destruction. This is Pluto in Aquarius. All the foundations started to crumble when we were in Capricorn, when Pluto was in Capricorn, and now the belief systems, it's all crumbling. If you're aware you're noticing this, and so in thinking about this morning on my walk earlier today, my hike, I started to think about if you are in a dysfunctional relationship with somebody and you have found out basically that they have been lying to you and they are not who they said they are, and everything that they have stood for and everything that they said was true, you are finding out is a lie. And that it was all to manipulate you and to make you believe certain things about yourself and about the world so that they could do some very evil things when you were not looking, when you were not aware. So let's say that you were in a relationship like that. What would you do when you found out? If all is well in your soul, you would fucking break up with that person. You would remove that person from your life and you would cut them out completely. And you would withdraw from any part of your life, any aspect of that person, their impact. You would have to repair. You would have to start over. You would have to rethink all your beliefs. And you would go, I trusted this person and they utterly betrayed me. What do I do now? Lovelies, this is where we are collectively in this world right now. The old earth and all of its 3D corruption, power over evil, cannibalistic, soul-crushing ways has utterly betrayed us. So, so there is, if you are a human being, you will be, this is going to cause, it's catastrophic. And it's going to cause grief and all the stages that go with that. And anger is one of those stages. If you are not angry about this, I'd be curious where you are in the stages of grief. Because I'm pissed. Not all of these, what's been coming out is new. It's been things that have been in the zeitgeist for a while, but not as widespread as is known now. But so let's simplify it. If this was what was happening in a one-on-one relationship, that means it is time to not trust them. It is time to trust you. Out of every dark night of the soul comes the sacred wound, comes sacred nudges, reminding you, rebuilding in you, helping you remember. That morning dove just flew over me. Morning dove is my spirit animal. Reminding you, remembering, helping you remember that it is you. You. It is your consciousness. It is your power. It is your self-trust that must come of all this horror. You are the one to save yourself. You are the one to lean on. What must come from this is you saying, I'm in charge of myself. I am sovereign. I am a sovereign soul. I listen to that still small voice within, and I trust it, because I know that is my connection to spirit. I know that is my Christ consciousness getting stronger and stronger. This is where we must rebuild. Say, I am cutting off this relationship. I am breaking up with you, old earth. I am breaking up with you. So if you're aware of Dolores Cannon and many of the spiritual prophecies that are so aligned with the astrology right now, it speaks of, Dolores spoke of a splitting of the earth from old earth to new earth. That it's a split, and many people say this is a split in consciousness. The 3D to 5D. The earth has already moved out of the 3D and into the 5D. But it's not a physical split. It's an energetic shift. It's a frequency shift. What frequency are you at? Where are you vibing? Are you vibing with the 5D? All that's coming out right now is the 3D. That we must break up with. The second coming of Christ is just this. This is a crucifixion of what was. This is sheer horror that must be put to death so that we rise into the 5D, into our own Christ consciousness, which is love, which is love, which is love. White Eagle says there is only light, there is only God, there is only love. That, lovelies, is what's inside of you. That is what you keep. That is what you are fostering now. That is what is sacred and sovereign. As you hold your head high and say, oh, we're fucking breaking up, old earth. We are done. You are all fear. I'm not taking you with me. I'm not taking any of that with me. So it begins. When the sun is there, there is only light. So what does this look like in practice? You're the expert. You're the expert. You're the expert on you. I learn from others, but I think I'm at the end of giving any kind of power away or saying this person is so right in what they're saying. Nobody's all right in what they're saying. Not even me. Of course, not even me. You're listening to me. I'm not all right in what I say. This is where I am right now. Tomorrow may be different. But my foundation is love. And I'm saying goodbye to the old earth. So trusting yourself, your own intuition, your own still small voice. That is where this has to begin. Everything is an inside job. That's why the 3D, 5D split, old earth, new earth. That's why it's all frequency. All goes back to vibration. Choose love. Everything is a choice between fear and love. Start making those choices today. If not already, if you haven't already been making them for love. Oh. Woo! All right, so it's almost like a new birth chart has been born for me. As I start to navigate this new world after officially breaking up with the old. Who's with me, lovelies? Nourish yourself today. Love, light, plants. Be well.